Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of September the 26th through October 1st, 2022. My name is Claire Candy Huff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to welcome back my loyal subscribers. It's lovely to be in your energies once more. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing to the Claire Candy Huff YouTube channel. And for those who have found my YouTube channel for the very first time, let me share a little bit about myself through my full-time business, which I created almost 20 years ago in 2003. My business is Angel Healing House. I am a full-time Reiki master teacher, intuitive counselor, psychic, a clairvoyant tarot card reader. I also do past life clearings and ancestral healings, and I also do Reiki energy clearings for buildings and homes and on bodies, bringing back restorative, recharged energies for people. And speaking about my energy clearing work, did you know that even ghosts are thrilled with my services? Last weekend, I did an energy clearing. I don't like to use the word exorcism, but I did an energy clearing on a very well-known nightclub venue that hosts bands and theaters, and this is in Hollywood, California. I always start the clearings by bringing in God's beautiful light and the healing and clearing assistance of my family, the posse of angels, along with ascended masters. And I bless whatever energies are present with God's holy light. As I worked my way up from the basement to the top floors, I could feel more and more divine light flooding in and an energy of renewed peace covering the establishment, very much like a cozy, warm blanket. The last room to be cleared was the theater where the bands perform. And as I finished up this room, I was joined by several friendly ghosts who were musicians, or used to be musicians. They say they're still musicians. And they said to me, "Hey man, thank you. The place isn't dark anymore. Feels great." When I asked them, why don't they just go home across the veil, they said that the music was much better here. Excuse me. So I just absolutely love that. The ghosts were thrilled. They gave me a testimonial that they were thrilled with my energy clearing work. Now, for all your energy clearings for either buildings or homes, businesses, or physical bodies, and for all my other services, please do call me, Claire Candy, Angel Ariel, at Angel Healing House, and that number is 831-277-3716, and do remember it's Pacific Standard Time, as we're in beautiful Santa Monica, California, or you can email me to Candy, C-A-N-D-Y, at angelhealinghouse.com, and Angel Healing House is all one word, or you can always go to my website, which is www.angelhealinghouse.com. A big thank you to all of those people who have made donations to my PayPal account for my free weekly content. Perhaps you've received some inspiration, some motivation, some direction, clarity, some enrichment, even enlightenment, and you would like to make a donation. You can find my PayPal link in the description box down below, and that also contains all of my contact details. Here on Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, we do read tarot cards and we do go to the oracle cards, but as we do every week, we are going to look into the astrological heavens to see what planetary energies are affecting all of us. You know, everyone, up until now, since Mercury stationed retrograde on September the 9th, there's been a really heavy emphasis on looking back and reviewing our pasts. As with all Mercury retrogrades, the most difficult periods for many to wade through is the first half or the first 10, 11 days, as they are the most intense. Now, all Mercury retrogrades are 3 weeks. So we're coming to the tail end of that now because we've shifted into the back half of Mercury retrograde, and it will station direct on October the 2nd. The energies should start to lift, and they should seem to get a little lighter. Increasing this renewed feeling of lightness is the autumn-spring equinox energies that we just experienced, and that's bringing in the balance of perfect amounts of equal amounts of day and night, and it's helping us to find our own equilibrium. We are also at the halfway point of the zodiacal year that, remember, it doesn't start in January with Aquarius. It starts with Aries season, and then it always finishes up the zodiacal year in Pisces. And right now we are at the halfway point of all of that. And it's getting us to consider what we can do to bring more balance into our lives. It's actually getting us to look back at that first half of the zodiacal year and saying, well, you know, maybe some things are a little out of whack. What else can I bring into balance? It's this halfway point. It gives us a vantage point, really, to review what we've accomplished and maybe, again, what we need to bring into balance. Another feeling that may arise at this time of the autumn equinox is that many may be saying, oh my gosh, the year is just rushing by me. It's only 3 months till the end of the year. And my previous intentions may be for things like committing to an exercise program, eating more healthy, starting a YouTube channel, or perhaps writing a book that you always wanted to write. Maybe some or none of these have been, taken action on. This equinox might be the jolt and push that many need to balance those good intentions actually with inspired action. Now, there's another energy that is helping us to bring more balance to our lives, and that happened on the 22nd, when the sun left the very practical, grounded earth sign of Virgo, and it entered the air sign of Libra. So happy birthday to all you lovely Librans out there, and that includes me, because my birthday is coming up on October the 7th. With its harmonizing, Libra's diplomatic, peaceful energies of truth, justice, and fairness, well, Libra season is usually a beautiful time to focus on things like our relationships and channel our inner diplomats to smooth over any misspoken words, misinterpretations, and miscommunication dramas that may have occurred over Mercury retrograde. And lots of those miscommunications occur when the planet of communication, Mercury, retrogrades. So today, September 25th, we have a very new new moon in Libra. Now, this new moon is opposite Jupiter, which is whetting our enthusiasm to move forward and take action. But before we can move forward into the bigger picture of our lives, remember, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and many of the details of those moves have to be presented to us as expanded information on what new beginnings are we going to step into, what new careers, what new jobs, are there new relationships, either romantic and or business, and new connections overall to help support us. As more and more comes into balance within the conscious collective, the more our new earth is transforming into a planet of light. As the consciousness is being elevated through our higher, clearer frequencies, many are finding that their very way of thinking is no longer in alignment with the Earth's transformation, as old belief systems and old paradigms are falling away, and they need to fall away to create space for the new to come in. As our planet and its inhabitants are now stepping in to more balanced, harmonizing energies, we will continue to create new timelines that are in more resonance with our higher, elevated states of consciousness now. Now, having spent much of September reviewing, many have found healing and closure with their pasts, and they're no longer weighed down by the burden of unresolved issues. By releasing any no longer needed, outdated perceptions, we then feel primed for the next steps on our evolutionary journey. By communing solely from our higher consciousness, which is our multidimensional selves, we feel less and less inclined to focus on our past and more focused on creating that which we are so excited about to experience in the future. Now, my angelic family, the posse of angels, and I have mentioned many times before, our futures are determined by what we create here in the present moment. And the more we take accountability for joyfully and passionately creating, then what will manifest in our external world will be of the same joyful, excited, high frequency. This last week of September, with all its balancing and all its harmonizing energies, are helping us to transition into a new phase when we master more of who we are and we align with our divine eternal natures. By doing so, any mental confusion begins to clear, and any outdated karmic patterning that we were somehow less than or separated or divided in any way from God, source, creator, universal, whatever language you want to use for that higher elevated state of ours, that begins to disappear. Now, the posse of angels and I have shared many times over the past 20 years since I, Angel Ariel, walked into Claire Candy's body, that there are 5 important tenets that Angel Healing House is built on, and they are responsibility, forgiveness, non-judgment, gratitude, and included in that is appreciation, and unconditional love. Those 5 important tenets. And there's a very good reason why the first tenet is responsibility. The upcoming Libra new moon on the 25th today opens the doors, which bring in new opportunities into our lives. However, the path that the door leads us to depends on how much responsibility we take for our life, and we do mean every bit of your life. Each one of us needs to do the work to heal, to fix unhealthy patterns, to have discipline, to not be triggered and reactive, to release blame and being a victim, to come into full acceptance of our powerful divine natures, to be able to create our own realities. By taking responsibility and freeing ourselves from our past, we are now demonstrating to the universe that we are ready to walk on the path to easily and gracefully, and in some cases, miraculously, receive karmic rewards and full payment of karmic debts between now meaning this Libran new moon, and October's full moon, that will serve us and serve the greatest good of all. So stay in the present moment, and like a child in a state of wonder and enchantment, Look at life as a treasure map and watch out for those serendipitous, synchronistic, magical, miraculous moments that are going to be bringing in these karmic rewards and payment of karmic debts. But that's only if you have taken full responsibility for your life. When I went to my rune cards to pick a rune for the day, only one came out. I think last week we had 3 cards came out, but there was only one rune card this week, and it wanted to make an appearance, and it's this one. But what a stunning card to appear. Laguz, I love this card, is the card of flow, water, and that which conducts, you could say that which connects. On the bottom it says intuition and evolution. And this card is all about, it indicates that there's some unseen power which is very active, that will not only shape and nourish our lives, but connect us with the people and the connections, the careers and the relationships to fulfill our dreams along the next path of our soul's journey, or the next path of service we will be stepping onto. All of this healing and clearing work, raising of our consciousness, has now brought us to an important junction where we are able to immerse ourselves solely in the present moment, no longer triggered, no longer reactive, and we do this to experience living without having to evaluate, without having to figure life out. That was in the other age. That was in the Piscean age, the age of logic and reason and justification and rationale. We don't do that anymore. We're in the higher dimensional frequencies, which we are governed by our hearts, and we understand. We don't have to figure life out. We have to connect with it through our hearts. It speaks to the flow. Laguz speaks to the flow now of allowing and operating solely, being led by the signals, realigning ourselves with a deep knowing for self-transformation. Again, there's nothing short of evolution that is now taking place. The trick is to now allow ourselves to be in that flow and let life and the universe do what they wish to magically create with us. Because why wouldn't we want to create with the universe? The universe works in the realm of magic and miracles and endless possibilities to fulfill our desires, intentions, and dreams. Now, the posse of angels, they're saying that the flow of Laguz, is the fairy tale ending where many in the collective get to live happily ever after. And such a beautiful, beautiful card to be in the flow of ease and grace. I've always said that struggle is optional. Of course, we have our challenges, but challenges only mean that we have co-created challenges to help our souls to grow. And because we're ready to step up, to expand, and to experience and to grow. So beautiful card of Laguz. Next card came from our Oracle of Mystical Moments. And you know what? We could almost stop with this card. Okay, that's it, bye. No, no, there's a few more cards, but we could almost stop with that. But there was my curious inner child that was hungry for more messages. So next card that came out was number 5. From Oracle of Mystical Moments, number 5 is the card of change, and it has the word bloom on it. It skipped out, and its message is one of assurity and self-confidence and individualized fulfillment. Now, I just mentioned the fulfillment of our dreams, because now that so many in the conscious collective have stepped into this flow of co-creating with spirit on the highest level for themselves and the highest level for the planet, we will be creating a bountiful garden for ourselves, and we will grow where we are planted, like the Garden of Eden, to connect with others, to accomplish and to work with each other, to bathe the new earth in creations of light, of unity, and love and support. So this is a beautiful card, especially to come after Laguz. Laguz is the water. It's the water that's bringing and satiating the thirst, and it's providing the water and the flow for our dreams to bloom on this beautiful card. There's great changes coming in, great changes, and all we need to do is just keep our frequency as high as possible. Physically, we do that by eating only clean, organic foods, clear, unfluoridated water, using products that have only natural ingredients in them. Mentally, really taking note of the words you use, your thoughts, the feelings in your heart. You can change them in any moment to be uplifting, enriching, and enlightening and inspiring. Our emotional, give to the inner child inside of you. Provide things that you can have fun at and play, have joy, creative expression, and please remember to laugh. Laugh and giggle, because this human game is limited, and we're only here for a short amount of time. So we're here for our divine eternal natures to experience a physical form. And don't forget to really enjoy your physicality. And spiritually, we give to ourselves by knowing that we are spirit in a human form, and that we are enough, and that we are worthy and deserving of doing, being, and having exactly what our heart wishes. So do give to yourself in that way and keep your vibrational frequency as high as you can. And once you do that, you will bloom. You will bloom and you will grow this beautiful garden for yourself and for others. Now, with all of these water references and the reference of water in the flow of Laguz, I went to my watery sea and salt energy oracle cards with all these watery references and watering our gardens. And I wanted to choose one card, and two cards came out. I often refer to them as the peanut butter and jelly cards, although I don't eat peanut butter and jelly, but the cards felt like they were stuck together. So the first card that came out for us was, let me get them in the right order, was this one. And the Posse of Angels wish to commend everybody. It's the treasure map. And they're saying, you're almost there. Don't lose your focus. So the Posse of Angels wish to commend each and every one of us for the journey that we've been on to this point. And they're saying it hasn't been easy. It's been arduous for many, but holding to who you are, authentically showing yourself to the world, even if it meant losing the closeness of family and friends, staying true to who you are, has been heartbreaking in many ways. But the path of being true to oneself never was an easy path to follow. And I believe that is why if this is the peanut butter card, then this is why the jelly card came out. Look at this. Treasure chest. Not only do we have treasure map, but we have the treasure chest. This has never, ever happened in a reading before. So having found the true treasure, and what true treasure is that? That's the true treasure inside each and every one of us. And it was always there. We were taught to look for the treasure outside of ourselves. Now that we have connected with that true treasure, now we get to experience success and reaping the rewards. That's why it came out. All of your hard work is paying off. Finally able to experience the fruits of all your diligence, hard labor, and hard efforts. And remember, that's if you have taken full responsibility for your life. Take a few moments to be in gratitude and appreciation for just what you have accomplished, and be thankful. Enjoy this moment as we go into this next phase. Enjoy the moment, because you so beautifully and rightfully deserve the treasure chest that is going to be given to you. Okay. So, but in order to be given the treasure chest, we have to be open to receive. Let's see, I'll go to my Angel Healing House Tarot deck, and look how beautiful that is. I'm so excited. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed. It's on track to be available for purchase sometime in November, if everything goes as it should be going. So maybe you can put a little prayer in for us as well. I know it's protected, and I know it will come out when it's divinely meant to come out. So let's get some cards. Five card read for just a little bit of an overview. What is coming up for this last week of September? And I always get giddy around this time because my birthday month is coming up. I do not celebrate just one day. I celebrate my birthday month. So people go, on the 8th or 9th, I'm so sorry, like on social media, I forgot to remember your birthday on October 7th. And I said, that's okay. I celebrate the whole month of Libra, which starts on the 22nd, and I think it ends on the 22nd, 23rd, the month long. So from the 22nd to the 22nd. So there we go. Okay, one more shuffle. And did I? Just in case. Okay. All right, posse of angels. Let's see what we have. I hope you're enjoying the autumn and the spring equinox. I love autumn. I just do. Jackets and boots, although it does get very cold here in Southern California. As you can see, it's like 80-something degrees today, but I always like to play on changing my wardrobe over just for a bit of a change. Okay, let's see what comes out for us. 1, 2, 3. Drum roll. First card. Page of Pentacles. This is messages of money coming in. Now, messages of abundance coming in. Look at that little dwarf I created these cards, and I worked with a wonderful Polish artist to breathe life into them in the illustrations. But that dwarf is bringing in the magic and something unexpected. Something's very grounded, something that is that you can take to the bank. Something that you can take to the bank. So it's some kind of material or monetary abundance. They're also saying, I love this, they're also saying that it's like the next, look at what he's holding. There's a book there. This is the book, your book of life. And when he's opening it, look at the light that is coming out of your book of life. What you have contracted, what your soul contracted, and how to serve in the most extraordinary ways now that the planet is transforming into a planet of light is going to come into view, is going to manifest. And so this will be messages coming in about substantial, grounded abundance coming in your life. Most probably it will be ways to serve in business, maybe perhaps an opportunity, an offer, a job, a career. It could be something very grounded in romance, but many people are going to be stepping into different ways to serve, and this is the confirmation of that. Ooh, exciting. What's the next card? Next card is the High Priestess. Okay, they're drawing my attention to the lilies. The lilies are about being reborn. About being reborn. Yes, there's a flower that's usually on caskets, but that person is being reborn into the non-physical. It's a rebirth that's coming in, and they're saying that our spiritual awareness is now at such a heightened state of consciousness that all we need to do is to allow. She's not moving. She's not pushing. She's not forcing or controlling anything. She is staying absolutely still because she knows that it's not here trying to figure things out. It's dropping down to our hearts. And then when we're in our hearts and we're strong in our faith and conviction, when things are offered to us, then we take happy, enthusiastic, passionate, and joyful, inspired action towards it. But until then, she's happy. She's happy to create and commune in the higher realms. And there's that beautiful Siamese cat. And as you know, cats are really not of this world. I mean, some people say that they are from the intergalactic, or galactic level because they're just so extraordinary. A cat will sit there and just stare in the corner. They're looking at the non-physical beings, and then we'll say, "Oh, that cat's crazy," and the cat looks at us and say, "Well, you're crazy because you don't see what I'm seeing." Anyway, third card. Wow, look at the magic in this. Look at the magic in this. Not only do we get the High Priestess, but we get the Magician as well. Wow. We get, and now the posse of angels are saying, it's because we're in the world and we're no longer of it. We're operating in as above, this one, as above, so below. Yes, we are operating with our intuitive psychic abilities and the things that we deeply know in our hearts, but we are also grounded in the physical. Because unless we are grounded in the physical, it doesn't matter how much we visualize and imagine, and unless we take that inspired action, nothing will happen. But this is the perfect marrying of the number 1 card in the tarot and the number 2 card in the major arcana cards, the number 1 and 2. Now you might say, that the Magician is the start of the tarot, but it's not. When I teach my tarot students, I always stress that the tarot starts with 0, which is the Fool. It's coming back full circle. So the major arcana cards start with the Fool. And there will be a booklet, not a book, but a book that goes along with these tarot cards, and it'll explain the origins of the tarot and the history of it and basic facts and a beautiful tale about the Fool. And so anyway, this is very exciting that the Magician and the High Priestess came out. Well, hold on to your panties. We're getting ready to rock and roll because the Knight of Wands comes out. Look at the movement in that card. He is, I often call him the ants in the pants knight. He's raring to go. This is the card of travel. It's the card of movement. It's the card of something that comes in and we're so excited to get on our high horse and whoosh, and off we go. When the Knight of Wands comes out, it's a good idea to hold back the reins just a little bit. Yes, we're very enthusiastic, especially those of us who have seemingly felt held back by moving forward with our projects or things like this. But they're all going to come out in divine timing. And just just take time to make sure you don't overlook anything and don't jump in too quickly, because remember, whatever is ours is divinely ours, and if it's meant for us, it will always be meant for us. I love this story. Last card. The world is your oyster. The world is now in your hands. This is it. This is it. This is what you have created. We have two cats, which are in this reading. The intuitive knowing that you have will set you on this new path to new things to conquer and new achievements. But you've reached the castle, and now the world is your oyster. It's wonderful, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is also a card of collaboration, of coming together with our soul families to create and support each other and collaborate, and with different projects and people coming in to either monetarily or emotionally or physically help us. And they want me to look under the deck. And when I look under the deck, another major arcana card. So we have, this is such a strong reading with the magic of the magician, the high priestess, and the very grounded emperor card. This is stepping into your authority. This is, I often call the emperor card the who's the boss card, or large and in charge. This is the card of being seen as an authority in your field, a leader, or someone that can mentor and help others. It doesn't matter what you choose to do. The most important thing is how you do it. Is how you do it. And they want to draw my attention to the divergent waterfalls here. Things will start flowing like you've never seen them flow before. And what did we start with? We started with laguz, which is flowing. Thank you, Posse of Angels. That was lovely. I love that reading, especially with the High Priestess and the Magician coming out. Okay, so before we end, I went to postcards from Spirit, and it says, oh, isn't that lovely? You are beauty. And it says, dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world, not of it. I just said that. Oh, be in the world, not of it, and wear the world loosely. It refers to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play. What did I say? To play and have fun. And we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Please know that the outcomes don't matter, doesn't matter what you do, as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let your life, you can't make this stuff up, flow, how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So, will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? You know, it's just your choice. Whatever happens, do have the courage to keep trying to live as your soul and your heart was meant to live. And when it comes to manifesting, please don't worry about the how or even the when or the why, because Spirit has that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should, because you, in your book of life, with Spirit, wrote out this plan for your human game. Loving you always and forever. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go to our Making Magic cards. One, just flip it out. Okay. Oops, there we go. That's number 2. They've never come out this quickly before. Okay, all right. Maybe that's because I've said in other weeks, come on, get on with it. Okay, the first card that's coming out for us is Insight. Open the third eye to strengthen your intuition. Okay. Sometimes we can, I use crystals all the time, but sometimes, to open up our third eye, things like a lapis lazuli, this is a beautiful lapis heart to put, lapis lazuli on our third eye to encourage, clarity and our spiritual awareness on those kind of indigo-y blue colors. I don't have another one that's here at hand on my desk. Practice with your eyes closed. Sometimes I say that I can see much better with my eyes closed than with them open, especially being of higher consciousness, and tuning in. Our inner vision is just multidimensional. Next card that's coming out for us is Fairy Magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and the elementals to achieve your goals. There's just so many different ways that you can work with fairy magic. One of the ways is by actually going out in nature, putting your back against a tree and saying hello to the tree, enveloping your energies with the tree's energies as you're taking a walk. Say hi to the butterflies, say hi to the fairies, say hi. Even if you cannot see them, they are there. And they have to be there because they are the keepers of Mother Nature. So the more that you connect with them, the more that they can bring that adventurous, curious spirit into your life to discover more. The next card that comes out for us, the golden energy of the sun, brings fame and fortune. Now, so many things will start to open up as we go into the month of October. All of this balance and all of this harmonizing and diplomacy, fairness, justice, these are all Libran qualities. So work in your life where you can illuminate all of this balance to bring more radiance and illumination to your life. I hope all that's been helpful for you. If you are interested in any of my services, there's intuitive counseling, there's angel tarot card reading, past life clearing, ancestral healings, and those energy clearings on either homes or businesses, buildings, bodies, with beautiful Reiki healing, either here in my Santa Monica office or online through distant healing, all of those things, and my #1 Amazon International award-winning books. Please do visit my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, or you can always phone 831-277-3716, and do remember that is Pacific Standard Time. Go out, everyone, and do fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. I'm wishing you love, and as always, angel blessings. I look forward to speaking with some of you, maybe on Thursday every week at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. My Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show, now in its 11th year. The Posse of Angels and I speak for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then we take calls from around the globe for angel readings, free mini angel readings, and intuitive counseling, intuitive messages. So hope to hear from you calling into the show. But right now I'm wishing you love and angel blessings. And take care, everyone. Lots of love. Bye.